Hello and welcome to another video. Okay, let's talk about the Hakubi Line. So this is the line that, in terms of services, links Okayama and Kurashiki with Yonago, Matsue and Izumo. So it sort of cuts across Japan, from the inland sea to the Japan Sea. Now, in my opinion at least, the Hakubi Line is a very interesting line. As you can see, it's very rural, but on the other hand, the majority of services on the line are intercity express services linking, as I said earlier, Okayama and Kurashiki with Yonago, Matsue and Izumo. There's also some freight. So basically, this line is a line of contrasts. And what I've decided to do this weekend is spend Saturday and Sunday just exploring the line a little more. Now, I actually use this line quite frequently, but it's normally to get to somewhere specific. Today and tomorrow, though, I'm going to get off at some of the local stations that take my fancy and just see what I can find. I'll say right now that this will be unashamedly a railway video, but if you're interested, please come along with me as I explore. For today and tomorrow, I've chosen 5 or 6 stations to get off the train at. I say 5 or 6 because, to be honest, I don't know how many I'm going to be able to do. One of the problems with exploring like this is that the local trains on the Hakubi Line are infrequent, very infrequent, especially north of Nimi, which is where 5 out of the 6 stations I'm planning to get off at are. Now, trains between Nimi and Yonago are 1 hour at busy times of the day, but for much of the day, realistically, you're looking at once every 2 hours. So, pretty obviously, careful planning is necessary, and I do have a list of the trains that I want to catch. But if I find a spot that's particularly worth exploring, I might want more time than I've planned, and so, even with 2 days, 6 stations might not actually be possible. Anyway, let's see how things go. Alright, that's about it for this video, I think. Did you enjoy this little look at the Hakubi Line? The 5 stations I ended up getting off the train at were all stations I'd never been to before, so it was nice to see some new scenery and find some new angles for shots. So I really enjoyed this weekend, despite the less than ideal weather, especially yesterday at Muko. I hope you enjoyed the views too. Please do leave a like if you did, and also feel free to leave a comment if you've travelled on the Hakubi Line, or for that matter, if this video has made you want to take a trip on the line. The scenery along the line is really quite beautiful, and the Yakumo services, the express services in other words, are operated by brand new trains. And those trains are very, very pleasant. So I can recommend the journey by express, at least, wholeheartedly. Just as an aside though, the old Yakumo trains were significantly more difficult to recommend. The ride was so rough in places that there were actually sick bags in the lavatories. Still, the new trains, the bronze trains in the video, are much smoother and much more comfortable. Anyway, thanks as ever for watching, and I hope to see you in another video very soon. For now though, from the Hakubi Line, goodbye.